Passport bros are black men from America that can't get no. You just don't want black women to be happy. You don't want black women to find love elsewhere. You just don't want them to find love at all.
If we really listened to you and said, oh, we choose better, okay, so we're going to stop dealing with 99% of y'all. And
now I'm supposed to believe there's like this movement of men who are specifically getting passports, taking time out of their leisure and going to another country to maybe find a girlfriend or a wife.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now, I got a good one for you today. Before we get into it, I ask that you please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to click the notification bell to ensure that you get my videos as soon as I release them. Without further ado, let's hop right into it.
Passport bros are black men from America that can't get no. So they go to third world countries and get. It's almost like you just don't want black women to be happy. You don't want black women to find love elsewhere. You just don't want them to find love at all.
What are you talking about?
Because why not just keep to yourself that you don't want to date black women and allow us to find love elsewhere?
See what's happening? Saying men that can't get women. Guys don't want to just get with anything.
Facts.
And that's what it's come down to. Guys, there are a lot of guys that want to be traditional. But when you have these pick of women to pick through, the women that are super low value, that are basing things on money, and of course, money is very important, right? I believe every man should work hard to establish himself. But the way it is now, with that's woman's main concern, what you gotta do but look elsewhere.
So let me get this straight. So you socially awkward is going overseas to disappoint now?
what's really going to happen is women are really going to like literally start taking all of the advice that men are giving. Oh, choose better, stop having sex, don't talk to bums. Okay, so that would render 99% of y'all undateable.
That's what who said?
No, it's not 99% of us. You know what it is? A lot of women live in a social bubble where all of the guys they see as valuable is all the guys that there are. They don't realize those guys that are in the friend zone never will. That's why it's really bad nowadays, right? To where you have so many women suggesting for their sons to get their passports now. Mothers, guys. Mothers are literally saying, if this is the pick you have, this is what you have to pick through, why don't you get out of here? And they know, because even some mothers may know how they were back in the day, and they don't want their son to pick through that. Now, you even have some women, like some of these women here, right? They're going to say, wait a minute, I know how I am. But no, they may not, because the delusion, right? Living in the dream world. But let's go.
Have with the bull. That's not even a word. The bull. We would be rendered celibate and childless if we took the advice that y'all are giving us, because it's all of y'all. If we really listened to you and said, oh, we choose better, okay, so we're going to stop dealing with 99% of y'all. And then what? Y'all are going to be lonely, and then y'all are going to be mad.
Oh. See, this is what it is, right? And I got to tell the truth. Now, a lot of guys are lonely. I'll be honest. They're getting looked over, right? Women expects every guy to be perfect. Like, I was just looking at another video not too long ago where a woman said, you know, I come to think why I'm single, and then when I go and prick through the different guys, I don't need to say, here it is here. And that's how women feel. When I go through and on social media, or I see him in the street, I want that guy that has this, and this. And women don't realize that not many men have that, right? And that's what Kevin Samuels pointed out to people. But women bash him. They didn't realize he was putting a mirror in their face, and not only a mirror, he was pretty much standing there with them, pretty much watching TV, watching a movie with them. And they didn't realize. Instead of sitting down and enjoying that movie and say, okay, you know what? I need to watch what's happening because I feel that same way too. Women bashed it. They didn't pay attention. But that's why it's such a rise to the bros right now, because it shows what we've seen with Kevin Samuels and all of these other videos that are out is that a lot of these women are never going to learn. So what are guys to do? But let's continue.
Only, and then y'all are gonna be mad, and then we're gonna have to deal with the violent aftermath of a bunch of men walking around with quote unquote blue, right?
Well, actually,
I didn't look at this before. I had no idea I was in there. I'm happy I was in there though. He showed me and Kay, and that's the way I seen it years ago. But it's clearly the way. But let's go to the next one.
So I want to talk about the passport bros. I'm just a little confused. So in a world where we live in a hookup culture, where dates aren't really planned like that, you don't really get phone calls, there's a lot of texting, a lot of convenience, a lot of lazy dating. Now I'm supposed to believe there's like this movement of men who are specifically getting passports, taking time off work, taking time out of their leisure, and going to another country.
It's not hard to believe right now. With the hookup culture, a lot of guys get looked over, right? They don't understand the amount of childless men. Then they bash men for being childless and think something wrong, but that's the guys that you want. They're not going to be childless. You're all being with the same guys. And guys have to take time and go to another country because it's fair. It's actually fair, right? When a guy takes himself out of the dating market, puts himself in another country, and goes, wow. Guys don't believe it because the woman that you get are feminine and then gorgeous, understanding, ready to build with you. One guy said too, and I get it all the time, but the guy said, just yesterday I was looking at comments today, actually. I was looking at comments today, and the guy said, man, I need to go over there because I see Filipinas are one of the best choice, right? Understanding and being able to, and wanting to build with you and don't mind building with the guy, right? Also, the money that you bring in here, you're pretty much the top 1% of the country. So you're going to be accepted no matter what. That's why I suggest every guy to learn a skill, to be able to work online, and also work on having a business online, right? So you're not tied down to anything. That's what I suggest. And get away from women that feel like this, because obviously the delusion is here, and they like to put everything on the small percentage of men are doing on the majority of men. And think about that. If women are thinking like that, right? You hear women saying, oh, well, guys have it easy. It has no clue about men, right? Don't get me wrong. When I was in the States, it was still hard. I had to usually push. I'm a sales guy, right? I didn't mind pushing and grinding, but I couldn't find my wife in that. I found a good time in that, right? With the hookup culture, it was easy, you're right? I would be in New York City. I remember one time I was with my boy. I said, we're going to go out, we're going to get something tonight. And we went out. I jumped out the car, started talking. The second girl, we got her. Took her back in the car, and that was that. Right? Now, that's easy. Am I going to marry that? No. Think about what you're saying here. Think about how could you be serious with what you're saying? Am I going to marry that girl that I jumped out and was able to be with that night? No. I'd be stupid to. But anyway, let's keep going.
To another country to maybe find a girlfriend or a wife, because nothing's guaranteed. So now you're putting in all this effort to maybe find somebody that's most likely going to be with you just for your money and your resources.
Yo, I
assume too much.
which, from what I'm hearing, a lot of men don't like that.
No, it's not that a lot of men don't like that. A lot of men don't want to be used for that and don't want to get married and then lose it all in a matter of 3 years when women decide they don't want to be with them anymore. That's what's happening. Now, am I all for a guy if a guy wants to go through the pain, staying back? Yes, you can still find women there. But is it easy? No, it's not. Right? Before I came here, I was out looking. I wasn't looking to just hook up randoms, and that was it. That's not hard. As you said, the dating culture, the hookup, it's not even dating culture, it's hookup culture. And why would a guy want to guess? Because you're really guessing. Why would a guy want to guess and pick through and guess something's gonna be right and long lasting out of that pick, right? It's hard to find. But I don't know what's going on with women thinking every man has it easy, because every man is not the same. And one thing I do know, guys do need to leave and find something better, because there's definitely more to life than dealing with that.